So hey folks, hope you are doing good. So I have shared a video in the last 2 days about a scenario based problem in a solution. So there I have discussed about the scenario that where you have to act as a product designer and you have to create a note making app, and their competitor is Evernote and the Notion. So I have given a bit head start in that video, but not much in detail. In this video I am going to give you a detailed solution about it, and what you have to do is you have to design it. So I'll give you a much higher start as I have given in the last video. So let's get started. So in that video there was 3 things. That was the purpose of taking the notes, what are the pain points, and what the process that a user follows while taking a note. So I'll discuss that in a brief. So the purpose of taking the notes is, first, they have to take important notes. Maybe you are in a college if you're a student, or maybe you are in a some meeting and you want to make a note of some important talks that was going on. Second is sharing with friends and the team. Like if you have if you are working in a team, you have created something and you want to share that with someone. Writing or dumping my idea somewhere just for a casual journaling, and documenting something. And this documenting something, maybe it can be anything, like you are writing about some research paper about any topic. For that reason, maybe pain points are that the offline accessibility, that if I am using an application that is accessible only when I have the internet connection, I can't see the notes if there's no internet. So that is my pain point. I can't access it when I'm offline. Second is I can't add images or I can't doodle in the notes. Collaboration, if I want to collab with my team, I want everyone to be at one place and write all their ideas in that note. Links, like I can create links of that notes or the document and can directly share like a link to the other person. I don't want to worry about carrying a diary everywhere. Sometimes I don't want to write. I wish I just speak and someone can write. So this can be like voice typing, that you are just speaking and the app is writing. The process that the user follows is that I get some idea and I want to write it somewhere. I bring out a diary from the bag and pen and make notes of it. The second process, I connect my network, open the Google Docs and make notes. This process can be a lot. The more number of interviews you take with the user, the more ideas you'll get about the purpose, the pain points and the process. Let's talk about what users are already using. So the other users are already using Apple Notes, Evernote, Notion, Google Docs and their inbuilt note application. Here's the solution, like what should you design? Before designing, you need to ask few of the questions with yourself. Like first one is, should it be a mobile app or the web application? So when you design, you are not just designing an mobile application. Sometimes you might also be designing a website or maybe a web application. So before designing, just ask with yourself what you are actually going to design. You are going to design a mobile application screens or web applications. Second is for which device you want to design, iPad, laptop or mobile. It can be same related with that first one, but there's some differences. Like when you will design for an mobile on the iPad, the frame size you will take will be different. So you have to decide it like for which device you want to design. The third question is like what should be my starting point? So I have also given the answer of this question, a rough sketch. Like you don't need to directly jump onto a tool. You can just start with just take a diary like this or a paper, whatever you have, A4 sheet, and first draw the first screen, like what you are going to have on that screen. That would be the best start if you are someone who is starting from the scratch. Which screen should I design? First, like you can design from the login, you can design from the registration, sign up, login page as well, but I feel like when you are starting, doesn't matter to start from a zero. You can just start with the dashboard and you start thinking about like what should I do in the dashboard. So I have written one thing, that keep in mind that the user knows what to do after signing up. Now hear this. Suppose I log in and I came to the dashboard. Now I don't know like what to click, where to click, what should I do on that screen. So you have to start thinking from the user point of view, that when the user logins and get to the first screen, what you want the user to see. User has logged into your application or the website because he or she wants to make a notes. So what is the one thing that you are going to show on that screen that the user knows, okay, I have to click at this place. Like you might have seen when you call, pick up the phone and try to call someone, you have a call kind of icon. So you can have an icon of a plus sign, like the user knows, okay, if I click on this plus sign, I'll start creating a new notes. So this is how you have to start thinking. Or maybe the user wants to see the earlier notes, like what are the notes that I already have, maybe he or she wants to share. So you have to start thinking what you are actually going to show on the dashboard. So I've just written it dashboard. You can just start from that particular screen and then think about, okay, I'll have this on the top bar, maybe a profile photo here and earlier notes on the first screen, and the user can like just click on it, maybe read it, or maybe continue on that, or maybe a plus sign at the bottom from where the user can start writing new notes. And keep one more thing in mind, that when you are creating these dashboards or icons, try to have the icons or the colors that is the user is seeing in daily life. If I know that if I have to call someone, I'll have something of a like kind of a phone kind of a thing, and I know that if I tap on that icon, I'll get the call logs or the mobile keypad numbers. So you have to keep this in mind, that whatever you are designing, it should be something which is similar to the daily life the user is using, so it will be easy for the user to use that application. The next thing that I'm going to tell is like what are the screens and the functionality that you should have. I'm just giving an idea, you can add your own thoughts as well. First is I need to have something for making the notes, because that's a core part of having that note application. So a screen with font options like heading, paragraph and font size. So maybe I would like to have first a heading on the top, like for what purpose I'm going to write that note, and then I can have a paragraph kind of a thing, different font size and different font types. I want those functions in that screen. Second is I can create a link and can directly share my notes with someone. Now you have to think about how you are going to give this functionality to the user, that they can create and share that note. You can definitely look into some other applications, like if you see on the Google Docs, they have one kind of a share kind of a thing. Maybe you can pick that idea from there. Functionality to add my teammates and make notes or share the ideas together. You have to add a functionality from where the person can collaborate with someone else, maybe someone from their teammates or from someone in his friend groups that he want that okay, we both will make the note at the same time. One function to collaborate. Now how you are going to do it? By text or by icon, like how you have to think about it. Second is I can add the images, video, link or references of some other resources. So there could be some word or some topic where I would like to add some hyperlink or link of some another website, or maybe of a video link, or maybe I can add some images or the screenshot that I have taken. So I want to have all those functionality of adding the notes and videos in my notes. I can make notes or the folders for all different related works or ideas. Imagine like I have note making application and I have the note of my work, maybe my personal life, maybe my physical like dieting or the nutrition, and everything is at one place and I get confused. So I want to have one functionality where I can create different folders for all my purpose, and in that folders I can create different notes or different pages for that particular note. I have also given the example like I have a folder of work, personal life, finances, physical health, etc. Folder is one option. You can also be creative and try to give some idea. You can also have a look on the Notion how they have done it. Now I have given some screens that you can start designing, like sign up screen, login screen, dashboard and note making workbook. So you can have one screen where I'm just making the notes and try to implement like how I am going to have that image one, link one, video one, collaboration one, share one, how you are going to show that on that particular workbook. So you can design any one of those screens, or if you can design 4, it's well, use icons. The user can identify, okay, if this is the icon and know what the purpose of this icon. So this is just a start that I have tried to given you. You can have your own ideas and can implement it. And if you want to share your work with me, you have to follow me on the LinkedIn and you can share that. And whenever I get time, I'll definitely give a feedback to you.